Welcome back to What's the Scene Saying. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson just got sued for pulling off a fake fight.
Many are upset over the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight, with some people claiming that it was rigged because many people bet a lot of money and they lost a lot of money. Allegedly, there's this script that got leaked showing how the fight was supposed to go down between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul.
You probably already know about Jake Paul beating Mike Tyson in a boxing match, which sounds pretty unreal, but rumors are flying around social media that the whole fight was staged and Jake paid Tyson $20 million to lose. A supposed script of the fight was leaked one day before the fight, and it turned out to be pretty accurate.
So as you've probably heard, Jake Paul is going to fight Mike Tyson tonight in a boxing match. They're not just going to fight. And this has been doing rounds on X, the Everything app. This is a supposed leaked script for the fight, implying that the fight would be fixed. Perish the thought. It's got all kind of detailed stuff in it. I mean, a lot of people are immediately calling BS, saying that, like, you know, it lists like things the crowd will do, implying that the crowd are in it. You know, it's got some very precise steps, like, you know, at this certain moment, Jake manages to cut, you know, above Mike Tyson's eye with a punch. You know, it's got a lot of people talking on Twitter, X, the Everything app. And all these people are going, here's the thing, it can't be real. Mike Tyson would never take part in a fake fight. And I'm certainly not calling it fake, certainly for any legal reasons. But, you know, this is a fight that involves Jake Paul, so it might be a little heightened, let's put it that way.
It is also alleged that Mike Tyson wasn't allowed to knock out Jake Paul as written in the contract.
Mike Tyson won't knock out Jake Paul, according to Carl Froch. He says in the contract of the fight with Mike Tyson and Jake Paul that's happening this Friday, there's a clause that says Mike Tyson is not allowed to knock down Jake Paul or knock him out. Now, I don't know. Obviously, I know sometimes Carl Froch goes on rants. He says things that could be clickbaity and everything like that. But do you lot think this is true? A fight that's going to be this big. Will they pull the wool over our eyes for this fight and Tyson's not allowed to hit Jake Paul with full force or anything like that? I don't know what to believe. So many people will be annoyed. And I think you will know from the first round if Mike Tyson's going for Jake Paul or not. You'll be able to see it quite clear, I think. But that being said, we're locked in until the fight. I've got you on updates and everything like that. My Twitch is Tyrone. Make sure
Heading into the first round, Mike Tyson was throwing Jake Paul around the ring with ease, as we expected. But in the second round, Jake started clinching Tyson, and it is alleged that he whispered into his ear, telling him to stop or he won't be paid.
Coming in aggressive and already tying up.
As you can see here, Mike tapped Jake on the back to give him the confirmation that he understands. Ever since this moment, Mike Tyson completely held back from throwing punches through the entire fight, whilst continuing to take a beating from Jake Paul. You can see here that Mike can clearly see a punch being thrown by Jake, but rather than dodging it, he just takes it on the chin. Throughout the match, Tyson was biting his glove every few seconds, and many people believe that he was doing this to remind himself not to fight back, and also to control his anger. There were also moments where he had a clear shot at Jake, but as he throws the punch, he pulls away. The fight ended after 8 rounds, resulting in a win for Jake by unanimous decision, and Mike didn't look surprised or even bothered, but we now know why. The rumor of the fight being staged came to light after this clip here went viral on social media, and it shows Jake Paul shaking Tyson's hand while saying, "I've got your money." The whole situation has got so many people angry because boxing is supposed to be a real sport, but Jake Paul is turning it into WWE. In the past, Jake Paul has fought against legends like Nate Diaz, Tyrone Woodley, and Anderson Silva, resulting in some pretty wild knockouts. However, many people say that all of these fights are also fixed or staged.
Here we see the little wrist turn, the acknowledgement from Woodley. Here we go. Wrist turn, acknowledgement, and here comes the knockout. All scripted.
He also fought against Tommy Fury, but lost due to a split decision. The Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight was highly anticipated and had everyone talking about it because of the age gap. Some assumed that because it is Mike Tyson, he would definitely come out victorious, but then others believed that a 58-year-old Mike Tyson is a big difference to when he was in his prime. So fighting against a 27-year-old who is currently in his prime was bound to be a tough bout.
I don't know what people expected. You know, Mike's almost 60 years old. He's Mike Tyson, but he's 60 years old. And he knew that Jake Paul couldn't do anything to him. So you knew what you were going to get when you saw that fight begin.
Here is a clip of Mike Tyson slapping Jake Paul in the face-to-face standoff.
Ladies and gentlemen,
There is no doubt that this was a fight almost everyone wanted to see, even though Jake Paul isn't a real boxer, but the outcome has left millions furious, but not only because of Mike losing. Netflix has been hit with $50 million lawsuit over fight streaming glitches because of a Florida boxing fan. The fan who filed the lawsuit claimed that Netflix was buffering for minutes during the much-anticipated fight. He claimed that 60 million Americans were hyped to see Iron Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet, versus YouTuber Turner prize fighter Jake Paul. What they saw was the baddest streaming on planet.
You gotta watch the overhand right there. Yeah.
Now he is seeking $50 million in damages and class action status. The event raked in £14.3 million from ticket sales, with 72,000 fans packing the venue, the largest non-Vegas crowd ever. The Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight has become a joke to most people, and many are making TikTok videos impersonating them both. Despite all of this, at the end of the fight, Jake bowed down to Tyson, showing his respect, and says that he is the greatest of all time.
First and foremost, Mike Tyson, he's the greatest to ever do it. I'm inspired by him, and we wouldn't be here today without him. And he's obviously the toughest, baddest man on the planet. So this man is an icon, and it's just an honor to be able to fight. It's such an honor. Let's give it up for Mike, bro. He's a legend. It was really tough, like I expected it to be.
Mike Tyson is asked if he has any more left in him, and he responds by calling out Jake's brother Logan Paul.
Do you want to do this again, or are you officially done now?
It depends on the situation.
Is this possibly the last time for you?
Well, I don't know. Maybe his brother.
Logan, I think he said you might be next.
Motherfucker, I you, Mike.
Here is what KSI has to say about them both.
I could beat Mike Tyson. I just don't think Jake Paul is very good at boxing. I just think he uses his weight to his advantage, and that's about it. A good old-fashioned right to the body, he's just not good at it. Technically, his stamina is his weight is, over bloated, and he uses that to his advantage. And I don't know, his combos are his footwork. I just don't think he's a good boxer. But obviously, he's going to fight all these people who aren't boxers, or, all these people who are boxers but are 50 plus years old, etc. Like, that's his range. He finds people who are just there, and he takes advantage of it. And as soon as he fights, a real boxer that isn't 40, 50, that isn't 50 plus years old, he loses. So he's not the 18-year-old Mike Tyson that was a killer. He is 58. People need to understand this. Age catches up with everyone. He is worn out. He's been beat up. He is not active.
What do you think about this whole situation? Put your thoughts in the comments, and remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Also turn on the notification bell so you can be the first to hear the latest news.